Apparently, Xbox has blacklisted a YouTube reviewer from getting an Avowed code. Wow. So, this is Natalia Serenova. And if you remember, she actually told BioWare that she was non binary so that they would give her a code. And she proceeded to tear the game apart, which we're going to look into that. But apparently, she was way too harsh that Xbox took notice and essentially said, no, you're not getting a code for Avowed, which is another game that's probably going to be just as bad as Veilguard and just as woke as Veilguard. And she wrote that she was denied a review code for the game since her critique on Veilguard was too harsh. This shows proof that these companies are all well aware who the rage bait grifters are that are going to tell the honest truth on games that have all this woke DEI nonsense in them and more. Now, I personally have dealt with this in the past with Nintendo. They weren't too happy that I reviewed ARMS on the Switch bad and a couple other games that I got removed from the ambassador program. Now, they don't necessarily tell you that you have to say good things, but if you don't, they won't give you the ball to play with. So, this is a screenshot saying that something smells fishy and rotten. The game will be a disaster. Mark my words, only saved by Game Pass. So this game will be on Game Pass. So you don't have to worry about not getting a review code, Natalia. And you can see these are two screenshots on there that I can't actually go and click at this moment that she had interaction with. Now, I have an article over here on the left that's talking about this situation from Fandom Pulse, and it has translations on here. But again, Xbox and Obsidian Entertainment have been kind of in trouble as of late, especially because of Matt Hansen, which we've been covering that for his discriminatory hiring policies, where he's essentially going to have his way to discriminate against white people. And for them to reportedly deny a reviewer of a code because of harsh criticism of Veilguard, that shows you that these people are only interested in Access Media covering their games. Access Media that does a quid pro quo thing and plays nice and won't say the wrong thing, and they'll rate the game high, right? They're all in on it, on this little club, guys. They deny it, they lie about it. They're all in on it. Now, she shared these interactions with this representative, which we're seeing on here, and Gigabear, shout outs to Gigabear, actually translated it apparently. So let's pull that up. You can see Gigabear says, here's the translation. You are too offensive with the criticism of Dragon Age. In no way can we give you review codes. And I tell you outright, if you want us to give you codes, you have to earn them by speaking well of the game. For now, you're blacklisted. Have an excellent day. Wow. Wow. If this is true, if this is accurate, if this is verified, that's ridiculous. It goes on to say, so I have to be submissive and lick boots, say everything is fine. While the games are propaganda trash, I'll say it out loud and clear. But when it's about paying the bribes, I'm very punctual, right? So this is Natalia saying that second line. Then she said, if you don't want to give me the code for Avowed to review for something, it will be. And then, of course, the translation. So, yeah. Honestly, calling it out. Now, if you remember, again, like I said, this was a post where she admitted that she said she was non-binary because BioWare was being very selective with their review codes for for Dragon Age: The Veilguard, because we all know that game was going to be a failure on arrival. And she roasted and toasted and burnt it to a crisp, right? Saying, guess who got a review code? So this screenshot says, guess who got a review code from Dragon Age: The Veilguard? BioWare just sold his soul to the devil. I just had to say I was a non-binary woman, and they gave it to me. Get ready for the mega review soon or tomorrow. We all know the history of Veilguard. We all know how bad it did, how people just tore it up. And she wrote a pretty good, lengthy review here saying, terrible graphics, boring and monotonous combat. They want to copy God of War, but in a bad way. The game does not run at a constant 30 FPS. It drops and the screen freezes when there are too many NPCs. Many of the dialogues are noticeably made with AI. Very linear. The options lead nowhere. The creator of characters focused on the trans and LGBT community, inclusive language and Spanish subtitles. The character move very robotic. They lack animations. The script doesn't make sense. Neither do the quests. From one place to another, killing bugs. Too much focus on homosexuality, lesbian drags, race swap everywhere. It's a fucking piece of garbage as an RPG. Stay away from this game. Don't even buy it on sale. It's a pile of putrefaction created by people who have no fucking idea about video games. Installed already. Fuck your mother. So she went fucking nuts, dude. Nuts. And she also said it would be the death of BioWare, which I think she's pretty much correct. I think she hit the nail on the head on that, in all honesty. And this is the thing about all these game companies. Like I said, there's always this era of quid pro quo when it comes to, hey, you better say something nice about us or else we're not going to give you review codes. We're not going to take you to this conference and stuff. It's something that's been involved with the Access media, which is a big part of what a lot of people have an issue now. If there's ever been a year since the original Gamergate that's exposed the ethics or the lack of ethics from Access media, it's been this one. All right, you've seen all these websites give veil guards like 9s, 8s, like high scores, and we all know it was garbage when you look at the user review scores. So, of course, other companies like Xbox and Obsidian are going to be protective. They don't want to be exposed, especially when they already are in the hot seat with everything going on with Matt Hansen at this time. That game's going to be bad, guys. Avowed, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to look at it and know it's going to be bad, which is why Xbox is refusing to give review codes to people that they know are going to tear it up. And, I'm not really familiar with Natalia outside of the whole situation that she did with BioWare where she told them that she was non-binary. That's actually pretty fucking funny that it worked. But obviously she tells the truth in her reviews. And that's what one thing is that separates Access Media from YouTube channels and independent free thinkers, right? We're not over here focusing on, I need to get this game and I need to do this and I need to say the right things and cater to the woke mob so that I don't get removed of all my benefits and stuff. Again, I learned the hard way. Nintendo had me at one point in the ambassador program for many years. I would say like a solid from 2014 to at least 2021. I was in like Flynn. I was getting games. I was getting digital codes. I was getting, apparel, all sorts of things. And then the minute I started being a little bit more critical on some of their games, yoink, right out there. And several other people have been out of there for the same reason. And all companies are like that. Konami removed me as an affiliate when I said Silent Hill 2 Remake made characters ugly in the game. They made that Angela character fat. You know what I mean? So companies get butthurt and they're taking notice. And it says a lot about Xbox and Obsidian, the links that they're going to try to protect this game already. In my opinion, it's not a good look at all. It's not. So what do you guys make of this? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Do you think they were right for doing this? I don't think they were. I think telling people that they need to do good reviews in order to get a code, that's a little bit scummy. That's going to set us all up to not believe critic reviews, right? We're going to get all these reviews coming out about this game, and they have to make good reviews about it. So keep that in mind, that if we're led to believe that this is true, this translation's right, they literally said that if they give them a code, they have to earn them by speaking well of the game. So keep that in mind when you see all these critic scores for Avowed coming up. And hell, any game that's come out. Look at Veilguard again. They gave it a 9 on IGN. Keep in mind, any of these outlets with professional reviewers and journalists, keep in mind that they were probably told if they have to say good things about Avowed if it scores really high. So, in my boat, I trust user scores a lot more. So wait for those user reviews. And also, it's on Game Pass. It won't hurt you to check it out and find out for yourself. In fact, a lot of times I try to play games and find out for myself. Like I did it for Star Wars Outlaws. I went out and played it and realized how bad it was on my own. I'm not going to just listen to an empty review, whether it's a YouTuber or a media outlet or user scores. If it's something that I'm interested in or might potentially be in, I'll find out. And I know not everybody can do that because games can be expensive. But yeah, just keep in mind that they're blacklisting people actively and telling them that they're not allowed to have copies of the game unless they say good things about it. So again, like I said, what are your thoughts? I think this is pretty scummy. Let me know down below in the comment section and subscribe if you haven't. God damn it. Hit that subscription button. It's fucking free. I should be at 94,000. Please, let's do it.